Hello YouTube, my name is Derek. I am the owner and builder of the model railroad which you see behind me here. This is the N-scale Norfolk Southern Clinch Valley District Railroad. This is, as I said, it's an N-scale model railroad. It's in a bedroom about 12 by 12, 12 by 13 feet. The railroad itself is about 9 by 9 foot. And as you can see, it's still very much a work in progress. It's a modern day coal hauling. It's got 3 coal mines on the railroad. And basically I've just wanted to build this layout. I'm not really modeling any particular locale. It's based in Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky areas, heavily influenced by Clinchfield, Virginia and Ohio, that kind of part of the country. So single track coal hauling, that's my kind of railroading. And I'm just shooting this video today just as kind of an introduction, layout overview, give you a small tour, kind of quick glimpse at the railroad, and you'll get to see some trains running, and we'll go from there, I guess. To be honest with you, this is my first time ever trying a YouTube channel. To be honest, don't really know what I'm doing. So could use any tips and pointers, and hopefully this is all content that you guys would like to see. So without any further ado, let's get on with the layout tour and overview. Alright, so this is the view as you walk into the railroad room. It's in a spare bedroom. So you come on in here, you got a turn coming around kind of a mountainside here. Eventually there will be a rock slide fence here. Swing over here, you got the main yard on the railroad. Here's one of the 3 coal mines that I mentioned earlier. This right here is the branch line that climbs up 2% to get to the other side of the railroad, which we will make our way over there in just a minute. We have the yard that swings around here. We got an extra little track here, which is an interchange track with the Virginian and Ohio. In the background there is our engine servicing facility. Excuse the mess. There's locomotives and some other stuff just laying around here. This will eventually be a town. I still have to build a few kits and make some progress in this area. This is probably the least finished area on the railroad at the moment. A little scene here with the church. I started this railroad about a year ago and made some pretty good progress on it. It's been a lot of fun up to this point. Still a lot of work left to do. Let's see, anything. I am running, I don't know if you could tell, I am running DCC. I'm running NCE, North Coast Engineering. Their SB5 Smart Booster. So 5 amps of power. I do have a wireless module. I have a 1 wireless controller and 1 wired controller at the moment. Started off with the power cab system and just upgraded from there. And this is the current system that's running today. So this area here I think I'm calling South Fork and South Fork Yard, loosely based on the South Fork secondary. On the Norfolk Southern Pittsburgh line in South Fork, Pennsylvania. Loosely based on that. As you can see, the scenery is a little bit more completed on this side of the railroad here. So come around the corner. Have a nice little bridge scene. Coming over a river here. I'll get to finishing this up one of these days. And if you couldn't tell, I still need to make about 10,000 puffball trees to fill on the hillsides and paint the mountainsides there. And once that gets all done, man, it'll really look like a mountain like a mountain range in here. So I've got a train just sitting here. We'll go ahead and fire this one up. Alright, we've got a couple of scale trains Tier 4 Gevos here on the point. Go ahead and fire these bad boys up. Get the headlights. Ditch lights. And we should be moving. Here we go. We're going to come over another bridge scene here. The railroad crosses over the river twice. And then it's going to swing over to this side of the layout, which is filled with two separate coal mines. Up there is where the branch line emerges from the other side of the layout. And the 2% grade ends right about there. It comes a couple inches above the main loop on the bottom level here. And it comes around and goes around this coal mine complex here. And that is, for the moment at least, affectionately named the Moss Mine Complex after the big Clinchfield coal mine complex. And this is, for the moment, affectionately called the Sunman Mine Complex after the Sunman Mine in Portage, Pennsylvania. Turn on the crossing gates there. And these couple of scenes here are much more in a finished state than the rest of the railroad. I still have a lot of little details to add here and there. A couple little houses. And the train's going to kind of cut into this valley here and disappear into a tunnel, and we will see it come out underneath the town on the other side. And as promised, here is the train emerging on the other side of the railroad. So one of the design features on this railroad that I really had some second thoughts about is having a tunnel that is the entire length of that wall, essentially. Now, the mountain range in the back there does remove in 3 sections in case I do need to get back there. Because occasionally you get trains that get stuck in the tunnel there, the track gets dirty, that kind of stuff. So if I had to do this layout over again, I would probably seriously reconsider doing something like that. So just something to keep in mind if you're going through one of those things. It may not be the brightest of ideas to have an entire train stuck in the tunnel at one time. So here we are pulling into South Fork Yard. So there you go. As the train continues to pull in here, we'll stop it on this yard. We'll stop it on this yard track. All right, guys. Well, that about concludes this update. Hope you guys liked it. Be sure to stay tuned for future content. We'll get some more trains running. And if you like the content, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Take care.